live, and I'm coming to you live from Charlotte, North Carolina. And I wanted to just pop on here and I want to talk about my favorite subject, y'all, abundance loading. I'm so excited about that. And y'all know I love talking about manifestation, and I love helping people to open up their gifts when they're awakening, when they are going through those amazing transformations where you feel like you are losing your mind. I said, I love to help people to navigate through that and encourage them and let them know that they're not losing their mind. They're not crazy. They are just opening up to their gifts. Things are coming through for them that have been shut down many years ago for most of us. So I wanted to come on here and just talk a little bit about that, because this whole trip for me has been amazing. I came down here for a girls trip with my family and friends, because we have a lot of family friends that have been in the family so long to their family, that kind of stuff. And so um, yeah, so we all got together. Well, not all of us, but
I remember the mermaid parade now. We just never went there.
I'm on
You
live.
should see it, baby.
I'm live. So anyway, um, but yeah, I mean, we are staying in this beautiful space. I don't know if you guys can see it here. Look at that down there. Oh my God. So beautiful. So, but it's just been amazing, and we needed this time too. Um, but I was a little bit not quite sure about it, but because let me tell you what happened. So many things happened. We had already gotten tickets, and something happened with the ticket, and so they canceled our flight. And so, I started getting a little bit anxious, because I can do that sometimes. And then I told myself, no, 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 just calm down. You're going to go, because I'm thinking, oh my God, now the tickets are going to be so expensive and blah, blah, blah. You know, and I started thinking about it. I was like, no, 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 it's okay. Everything is okay. Everything is all right. We're going to get there. And so what happened was we actually ended up getting a better ticket. We ended up getting a nonstop flight, which is always amazing, because it's a pain in the ass to get off those planes, change and sit and wait. I just can't hardly stand it. So we actually had a layover. The first time it was like 3 or 4 hours, but I was like, okay, my husband is coming with me because, yeah. Anyway, so we got we got a better flight. I think it ended up costing us about $40 more, I think, than we paid for the other one, but it was worth it, because we got right on the plane. We came right here, five hours, I think, and it was just amazing. And so I thought about that, and I put that in my abundance loading category. Because what happens is when you start getting into the frequency of abundance, then you start putting all of these things in that abundance loading category that start making you feel abundant and look abundant. And so that is where I am. So we got the tickets, and we were able to get nonstop flights, which is, like I said, always amazing. That's my favorite, because I live on the West Coast, and we were flying to the East Coast in the U.S. And so we flew. The plane was good. We got there in time. We actually left really early, which was good, because we ended up having to wait for the shuttle and all that kind of stuff, because where we live, you have to park your car like way away from the airport in a parking lot and take a shuttle to the airport. So anyway, we did that, and then they're tearing up the airport, so it was different spots, and um, but um, but yeah. But anyway, the story is we were able to get good tickets. The flight was not bad. It was some turbulence, but it wasn't like we didn't have screaming babies or screaming dogs on it, which is what we had on some other flights. So this flight was actually good. But I actually also set an intention that it was going to be good. I set an intention. I said, you know what? This is going to be good. I give a shit about anything else. In my experience, it's going to be good. Why? Because I'm in the frequency of abundance. So I was expecting upgrades, which we did actually get those. We got upgraded in our rental car. They upgraded us from whatever we were going to get, a compact or something, to a small SUV. So, we got we got upgrades, and then when we got to the room, actually, no, the room was a downgrade because we were supposed to have a balcony, but anyway. But it's just been amazing. The bed was comfortable, which is not always, it's not always comfortable, but it was really comfortable. But I set intentions for that. So my thing is, once you really start stepping into and receiving that abundance uploading, Parthy, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. When you start receiving those upgrades, then I am in Tamil Nadu. Okay, where's that at? What country is that in? I'm not familiar. But when you start receiving these upgrades, y'all, it'll start happening in all kinds of different ways. So we went to a restaurant, and a young lady told me, she said, don't worry about it. Oh, India. Okay. My name is Tammi. That's the name of this channel. But you start receiving upgrades. And so a young lady told me that she was going to take care of my meal. And she said, remember I told you? And I said, I didn't remember. I said, but, thank you. I appreciate that. But a part of me was expecting, and I wasn't asking, oh, that's awesome. Well, this is a good time to get into this stuff. This is a good time to learn, because you will be so much more farther in your life if you learn this stuff now at 23. That is amazing. That is amazing. What are you studying? So, but yeah, so once I started doing that, I received that, and that's the other thing too. A lot of times, a lot of us don't know how to receive. Thank you. A lot of us don't know how to receive. We just, I don't know, because people will try to bless you, and oh, that's all right. No, you don't have to do that. No, receive, because receiving is not only for the person that is giving it, is for you, not only for you, but it's for the person that is being the blessing. Because sometimes you stop your blessing in your second year. What are you studying? But it's like you have to put yourself in that place, because one thing I know is, I've been studying Neville Goddard for a while, but the feeling really is the secret. The feeling really is the secret. The feeling really is the secret. So when you start feeling, thank you. When you start really feeling that everything is going to work out, and you just have this feeling, and it doesn't, and sometimes things look crazy. Sometimes you have all kind of stuff. How you doing today? Thank you for joining me. I am sitting here in Charlotte. But I'm just at a space where, I am stepping into all of it. I'm feeling amazing. It's been such an amazing trip. But it's like, you really start stepping into that spot, and then you look up and you start just receiving. You are like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're asking. But I am a married woman, so but anyway, when you start receiving that, and you start just getting into it, and you start recognizing and realizing, no, but I will take that. You start realizing and recognizing that when you step into that space, and you start realizing that there's abundance. Okay. All right. I just had to block somebody because I'm not tolerating no crazy crap. Go somewhere and do something else. Live your life. So, when you start recognizing that abundance is your birthright, and then you start realizing, you'll look up and you'll start seeing, no, nobody's donated. Not on this platform, but I'm always open to it. because, because I know how to receive. And that's one thing we had to actually teach our niece about that. We were like, no, you receive. If somebody is blessing you, you receive, because you don't want to block your blessings nor theirs, because you never know. Okay, you're going to get blocked. Put you in timeout. Okay. So anyway, Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about just for a couple of minutes, because it's so important. It's so important that you understand and know how to receive. Also that you start recognizing and setting intentions. And then the full moon was this weekend, so it really was an amazing thing. You know what I mean? The full moon was out and it was awesome. And I don't know if y'all realize, but the full moon is a time of releasing and receiving. So if you are a person that sits down and writes down your what you want to release and what you want to receive, and then you really focus on it and you start setting intentions, you'll see it. So now the next day, we went to dinner yesterday. We went to dinner last night. It was amazing. We got some good seafood. It was awesome. And we had a beautiful angel bless us and covered our table. And that was just so awesome to me. But the thing is I expected. I expected, because that's the season that I put myself in. And you can put yourself in that season too. You can just really begin to start expecting. And the thing is, even if it starts small, stay in gratitude. Because I started getting finding money on the ground, and I knew those were coins and pennies from heaven and things like that. I know, but I started receiving little things like that. Started getting little, $5, $7, $2 checks in the mail. All of that kind of stuff. And so when you start receiving like that, and then you're grateful for everything, and you stay in gratitude and you find things to be grateful for, it's going to change your life. I'm telling you, it will change your life when you find things to be grateful for, and when you find spaces to live in gratitude. You'll be surprised at how your life will change, and you'll be shocked at how your abundance will start loading. Because I am a living witness. Living witness. All right, so make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. You're watching this, and I thank you for your kind comments. I will definitely be back on again tomorrow. So make sure that you are sharing this out and let other people know that I'm here, and let YouTube know that this message is important. So again, thank y'all for hanging out. Thank you for joining me. Make sure that you are following me as well on TikTok at Intuitive Tammi, because over there I do readings, healings, and prayers. All right, so make sure that you subscribe and that you hit the bell for notification, because my next video might be the one that you need to see. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.